Hello, hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic, intuitive reader, and fellow Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, today is December 4th. It is the full moon in Gemini, so there's a lot of energy out there in the sky today, but this is our weekly reading for December 7th through the 13th. Getting closer and closer to closing out 2025. So the universe is giving us that last push for change, that last push for enlightenment and understanding. This is a great time of reflection as well, where you will be looking at yourself with even a more critical eye. So be careful with that energy. But there is something there that I keep feeling like looking at yourself in a more critical eye. The universe says do so with compassion, but learn from what you've been through this year. So that way you don't have to repeat it again. And you may find yourself getting some heavy truths coming forward. So let's see what that looks like. Again, this is for the week of December 7th through the 13th, or whenever you come across this message. This is number 37, Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. And when we're looking at swords, we're looking at the air element. So we're looking at thoughts, and thoughts become things. We're looking at communication, ideas, even electronics, things like that. So, but this reads have confidence in your magic. And I'm going to say have confidence in yourself, because you are the magic, you are the tool. And that's what the universe is saying. Have confidence in yourself, but also have confidence in the messages that you're getting during this time. So that's number 37. 3 plus 7 is 10. And 10 is the number of a new beginning, a rebirth, right? Because you've got the 0, which is the cosmic womb with limitless possibilities, and 1, which is that new, fresh start. Your affirmation for today is I release all fears and doubts. So comment that below for your chance to win a free mini read. I release all fears and doubts. I accept myself and create peace in my mind and heart. I now choose to free myself of all destructive fears and doubts. I am loved and I am safe. So comment below, I release all fears and doubts. This is a reading so far of confidence and having yourself, like having your own back. That's where I'm like, have your own back. Number 42, Oshun of Cosmic Surrenders, letting go, acceptance, and detachment. That's an interesting card, but look at that freedom there, as she's surrounded by golden butterflies. 4 is a number of foundation, and 2 is relationship. 4 plus 2 is 6, which is a harmonious number of balance, right? And as we are in that full moon of Gemini, and as you are looking back and balancing and rebalancing yourself and getting into right relationship, there is this game of surrender, detachment, acceptance, right? Moving it along. So there's beautiful energy here. Again, I release all fears and doubts. Let me fix this. Hold on one second. I've got the 6 of Pentacles, which is facing the wrong way. But well, there is no wrong way. But the 6 of Pentacles could be very much about getting like a bonus, or someone being very helpful in a situation, very generous. So, and a lot of times it could be a good time to get a loan. So it, see how that works out for you. But I am looking at the Knight of Swords with the Hierophant. So the things that do hit home right now, and what I am picking up on, is you could be hearing back about a loan situation. So there could be something there, especially if you're trying to, this seems like a loan for business, school, that kind of thing, even a home. So but it could be a car, it could be a number of different things, but I feel like this is a good time for that. Let's see, we've got the 3 of Wands coming through. Why the 3 of Wands? 9 of Wands. and I see the Six of Swords. So with the Three of Wands preceding the Nine of Wands, wands are all about fire. They're about creativity and energy, enthusiasm. But I feel like after a period of just trying to do something and having your vision set on something, it has been exhausting. And so I feel like that's what this week is about, a lot of revision. And we talk about this at nauseum, right? Revise this, review that, but that's just the way we are as humans. We experiment, execute, and try again, right? That's all that life is, really. So I feel like, you've been looking at your future with different set of eyes as of recent days. And I feel like there's like an expanding happening here, but you're not really sure what that looks like. You may have also made like a very recent pivot in your life. Because that's what this is telling me. Like all of a sudden, the urge to move across the country is coming forward, or there could be this energy of like, yeah, I'm not in a bad spot, but I'm not really loving being at this standstill. That's how it's coming through, like stagnant energy and just feeling like you're not really in the right place at the right time. So I'm not sure what that's about. You'll have to know what that is for you. But if you are looking for a more personalized reading, please head over to my website at starswithstasi.com. All the links are always in the description box and pinned at the top. But I do have this Six of Swords coming through, which does suggest that there is better days coming. There is a period of just relaxing and feeling like, okay, this is where I belong. So, I feel like for most people, this is coming up in a sector of life where it's, just like major decisions, where you're living, where you're working, that kind of situation. And maybe even feeling like, let's just say you're a writer's block, right? Something like that, where it's just been a little bit of push and pull. So let's see here. We've got the Emperor coming through. So this could be a business transaction. We've got the Chariot card and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, Scorpio, definitely you are looking for different, but not really sure what that means. Looking for something more exciting, looking for something that's going to be a bigger payoff, because something else is looking like it's taking too much energy from you, or you're not feeling the same about it. Like something that used to bring you great joy just isn't it anymore. The Chariot card is a great card. Chariot is all about victory, right? So we've got the Chariot card and the Six of Swords. So the universe is saying, hey, we're just having a little bit of bump in the road. No need to get up in arms about this, but you need to look at yourself differently. You need to see that instead of feeling beat up in this Nine of Wands, that this is more about the strength that you've had and the perseverance that you have shown. I do feel like there is some good news coming with the work sector of life. Like some good news comes forward. But it does feel like it was after a period of waiting. Also, you've got two sevens here. So sevens are a number of higher learning, very spiritual number, a psychic number. So you may have, I don't know. That's what's coming through. Like something here. You guys are lying. Look at this. 3 sevens in a row. You know how these numbers pop off on this channel. So here we go. 3 sevens in a row. 7, 7, 7. So you could be seeing quite a bit of sevens, but again, that's a higher learning, a very spiritual number. It's a very lucky number. So if you've been feeling stuck, 7, 7, 7 shows up and says, hey, wait a second. Luck and right timing. We got you. So just be a little bit patient, because it does feel like there is some impatience here on the side of Scorpio, wondering why something isn't coming along faster than it is, wondering, and I feel like you're also keeping people at arm's length for sure. So doing something different and not letting people in on it. Here we've got the guarding your secrets, Four of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So it does come across like a strong offer is going to be made to you. It could be romantic for some people, right? And you're just not discussing it because it seems too good to be true. It could be that what it really feels like is that loan going through for that house, the car that you've been wanting, you go ahead and purchase. And I said a few weeks ago that like Scorpios are going to be coming into maybe some unexpected money, whether that be a refund, a rebate, a settlement. It could be a number of things, a promotion. Whatever it is, I still feel like Scorpios are going to be budgeting their monies differently because of a big ticket item that you're focused on in 2026. And that's been coming through probably for about 2 to 3 weeks now. So that could have been something to do with the retrogrades that we've been having, just a lot of revision and like setting your sights on something new and bigger. And, I feel like people are going to, like I said, making big purchases, a home, or just something larger, a college degree of some sort. Like those are big ticket items. That's coming through even after unexpected funds come your way. And actually, that makes sense because I was saying the sevens are all about higher learning. So take it or leave it, but there is something here. And again, it won't be for everybody. So you'll just have to know how this relates to you in your life. But I do feel like there are some decisions being made to hold your cards close to your chest, use your poker face. That's what's coming through. You know what's funny is I actually just and the Ace of Pentacles comes out. I actually just saw someone playing poker. So I'm wondering if that's one of you guys out there that's a professional poker player or just somebody who plays cards. But there is something here. If that is you, just know that there's a good chance that you may be winning in a major competition. Because that's what I'm literally seeing, someone playing cards and winning, right? Being at the top table, the top tier is what I heard. Top tier. So congratulations, and I hope that's you. All right, so I do have the Ace of Pentacles coming through. So somewhere along the line, Scorpios, no matter which form or fashion it comes in, this could be a number of things: new clients, new threads, meaning new clothes. It could be any number of things, but you are putting money aside because you're starting something new. And again, this is a major purchase, a major shift in your reality. So, and again, this is more 2026 vibes, but this week you really start putting the energy through it. And again, don't forget to comment, I release all fears and doubts, because that has been what has held you back. Like, I don't think I can purchase a house alone, or I don't think I can afford a new car. But something happens this week where you're like, you know what? I just gotta, like everything else I've done, one foot in front of the other, and I'm gonna apply for that entry. I'm going to apply for that loan. I'm going to apply for that job. So expect to kind of pivot a bit here. Absolutely. See, the World card comes through, and that's the completion of a chapter. So you might have been doing the same thing for many, many years. And all of the sudden you're like, I am going to finally close out this chapter, right? You've been in healthcare for 30 years and you're like, you know what? I think I'm done taking care of others. I'm going to contract my work, or I'm going to get, it's like you're changing gears, you're shifting gears. And then there again, fear has been what has held you back. I don't know if I can make the same money. I don't know that this is going to work. Well, the truth is that you don't know. What you do know is that you've been doing the same thing for years. And now it's time for something different. And what's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work. So you go back to what you used to do, which you know works for you. But the reality of it is I think that the universe is shifting the energies around us so that we will take that leap of faith and take that chance. So I've got the Six of Wands showing up, and that is victory ahead for Scorpio, with the Four of Cups, and finally the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords is very, very quick. This is someone that's in pursuit of. So that's what knights are. Knights are in pursuit of. So we're talking about communications, clarity, information, conversations, anything that has to do with the intellect. And with this Four of Cups, again, four is a foundational number, but this is showing here that you do have some, big wins coming your way, especially early 2026. But there is still this mental fear and wondering if you've made the right choice. And the universe is trying to push you over the threshold to go ahead and get in that new rhythm that's coming your way. The Knight of Swords is very much about things are happening quick for you, Scorpio. So you very well may just be making some major shifts, and that energy is happening this week. Today is the full moon in Gemini. This is being recorded on December 4th, 2025. But as the full moon starts to, you know, get darker again, right? As we kind of go back towards the new moon cycle happening more in mid-month, I feel like the downloads are happening, lots of clarity coming your way, and a lot of shifting. So I hope that that was helpful, Scorpio. I appreciate your time, your energy, your likes. If this reading resonated with you, please, please, please hype up my video, like, share, subscribe, all the things. And don't forget to book a reading. I work with people regularly, actually. So I would love to work with each and every one of you. Thank you so much again. Remember that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. And may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Have a great week ahead and shine brightly.